Hello, science students. Today we're going to look at Lab to Go kit number 2, or the elephant toothpaste lab. So you had a nice empty bottle and you pour the hydrogen peroxide solution into that first. Notice I do have my gloves on so that I don't get any on my skin as best I can. The next step is to put the colored dish soap in. And all this is kind of normal dish soap. We've added in some dye, just add some color to the elephant toothpaste. And you want to pour that in there as much as you can. You'll notice I did spill a little bit myself. If I had had a funnel, that would have made things a little bit more precise. I wouldn't necessarily have missed or created any mess. I do shake the bottle here to make sure that the mixture is not layered, so it's nice and mixed for the next thing we need to pour in, which is the yeast. So I'm putting the yeast into a measuring cup here. The reason why I use the measuring cup is because that's a nice easy pour spout, because I will want to pour the yeast in quickly later. And I did use very warm water out of my faucet, so as warm as I could get, because the warm water will activate the yeast. If you use room temperature or cold water, it won't activate it as well, and the reaction will still happen, it just won't be as fast. So here I'm going to go ahead and stir that up as much as I can, probably 10 or 15 seconds, maybe longer, just to make sure the yeast has plenty of time to warm up and be activated. And once I've completed that step, we're going to go ahead and pour the yeast right into the bottle with the dish soap and the hydrogen peroxide. So we're going to switch that up a little bit, and we're going to pour it right into the bottle. And you'll see that almost right away the reaction starts, and the foam comes right out of the bottle. So what causes this reaction? There's the hydrogen peroxide is interacting with the catalyst from the yeast, which breaks down the hydrogen peroxide in a decomposition reaction, which means we start with one reactant and we end up with multiple products. Those multiple products are water and oxygen gas. So most of the gas that's in those bubbles in the elephant toothpaste is oxygen. A typical test we would do for that would be to take a glowing flint or kind of a match that's been blown out but still kind of glowing. You put it next to the oxygen, and that match should reignite, because the excess oxygen will allow the combustion reaction to happen more quickly, and that way we can test and see that it is in fact oxygen in those bubbles. Once again, this is a really common decomposition reaction. One thing you'll find is that if you did this right away before waiting a long time, is that the hydrogen peroxide won't have broken down so much in the container, and you'll have more of that reactant, so this reaction will last a little longer and be a little bit more vigorous. The next thing we're going to see here is just we're making a whole lot of foam. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this decomposition reaction, which involved the catalyst from the yeast, and the dish soap allowed those bubbles to be made and created that elephant toothpaste.